Hey guys, I'm going to try to be really high energy this morning. We'll see if I can do it. So, YouTube Tip Tuesday, I'm going to explain to you how to set up a good camera shot, how to use your surroundings and your timing in order to get the shot that you want. Now, I have some videos that went, what to me means viral, which means tens of thousands of views within a number of weeks. And I have some that I reached like 300 views and they just stalled out and nothing ever happened. And the reason for that is the way that I set up my video. First off, I'm sitting in front of things that you can see to show you how to not set your scene up, okay? So right now I'm showing some of my tools, some of my furniture, things that are not applicable to what it is that I'm talking about, okay? If you're a homesteader, you want to make sure that you're setting up in front of something that says homesteading. It's like a prop. And so you want to be in front of some kind of tool that's self-reliant, applicable. You want to be sitting in front of some kind of, like I like to sit in front of a wood stove or a patchwork quilt or my spinning stuff, something that really shouts homesteading, because I want the focus to come into the story that I'm telling. Now, the lighting that I'm using right now is not fantastic because there's no natural lighting. It's early morning and it's still dark outside. So the best lighting you can use is filtered natural light. It needs to be filtered, otherwise it's so bright that it'll create weird shadows and it'll make you, even if you're a dark-skinned person, it'll make you look very pale if you have very bright light. And so I will set myself up in front of a window that has filtered natural light so that the camera is next to the window and I'm on the other side so that the light is shining on me, not so that I'm in front of the window with the camera pointed at the window. That's very bad. It will cause strange lighting. Now, because I'm pale, on top of that, I will then turn on my warm incandescent light so that it warms my face up. So there's the lighting. If you are going to be outside, set yourself up in front of something that says the lifestyle that you're trying to bring out. If you're a hippie vegan person, a good place would be like under a tree, holding your cat, drinking your green smoothie. If you're a farmer, it would be go out and set up in front of your livestock pen so that you're not being nudged or bombarded by the animals, but that everybody can see the animals behind you. That makes for a good sit down and discuss movie. Now, if I want a really, really good movie that grows quickly, what I'll do is I'll have 15-second increments where the scenery gets changed a little bit. People naturally change where their eyes are looking in real life if you're not reading a book or if you're not watching a movie or something like that. Your eyes are always scanning. And so to sit down and watch a video where things don't change every 15 seconds feels very abnormal to a person. You lose their interest because their eyes want to scan. If instead every 15 seconds you can bring in something for them to look at that's different, you hold their attention. Like in the video collaboration I did with Hare, where we did small versus large homesteads. So instead of just sitting down and talking for 15 minutes, I introduced things and then I moved to a little clip that I'd made years ago of a pig. And then I started talking about goats for 15 seconds. And I moved to a clip of goats to kind of bring to the front what I was saying so you could visualize it. And then I would talk about ducks, and then I would bring in ducks. And then and it was so much easier just to take old clips and put them in than to go out and refilm everything. And that's one really good way to save yourself some energy and some time. Now, if you're going to do a how-to video and you're going to take new clips, you need to take different camera angles. And you need to have a tripod. That way, it's your vision that gets taken and you don't have wobbles. If you have somebody that comes out to help you, a lot of times you'll be very wobbly or they'll tell you you look funny and the story in your head will get interrupted by having someone there to help you in a how-to video. I just find a tripod much easier than help. But you want to get it from a different angle. You want to talk to the camera a little bit, but mostly you just want to get a different camera shot. Okay, from here to here, from there, from up there, from down below, and in different locations. That's important. And again, try to get in filtered light if you're going to get a video of yourself. Try to get under a tree. Try to get in something that has a little bit of tiny light shade it is difficult to talk to the camera when you have a blaring sun in your face, and you will not look your best. So that's how I do it. And but that's if I'm trying to make a viral-ish video, something that gets tens of thousands of views in a short amount of time. I don't always follow that. If I have something that I just want to say, I'll sit down and I'll just say it. I do try to set things up in the background so that it's visually interesting, the colors are nice, and I will not do what I did today where I just woke up and came down to film. I will do my hair up, I'll put my makeup on, and I will brush my teeth and listen to some really fun, invigorating music before I talk. I still, in those situations, I still won't do it in front of a blank white wall. I will do it in front of something that's interesting to look at. Not busy to look at, but interesting to look at. And then I'll just talk because it's something I want to say. And so I don't always follow those rules, but I do know that the rules are there so that if I do want to make it, I have educated myself enough that I can pull it off. And again, the camera doesn't matter so much. This one is just my my phone, and it's doing just fine. It isn't as high quality as my big DSLR camera, but it's definitely easier to use. And I do not use my DSLR camera if I'm going to be taking pictures outside with animals because I don't want to get knocked over or anything like that. So if you homeschool, homeschool with kids around, or film with kids around. If you farm, take pictures and take videos in front of the cages. It is very hard to film once you try to get the children or the animals engaged in those situations. I like to set up a tripod and just talk while they're quietly playing, or I talk next to the animal pen but not in the animal pen, because then they're asking for attention and it gets distracting from whatever it is you're trying to talk about. So if you have any more questions about that, beware your surroundings when you're filming. Don't make it boring for people. Don't just sit and talk for long periods of time if you want those videos to get attention. Move the camera. Be in front of something applicable that applies and pulls that story in for you. If you're a carpenter, do it in front of your woodworking tools. It makes a big difference. So, we'll talk to you later. Oh yeah. No, I won't. Yes, I will. That's not yet. Oh, we have a big collaboration coming up, and I was trying to remember if I was supposed to give a shout out to it yet, but I'm not, so I'm not gonna. So we'll talk to you later.